Hello everybody, and today we're doing What If Deku Had Mewtwo's Abilities, Part 3. We start this off after the USJ incident. Immediately to the sports festival. And Deku, all while he had this 1 week break to train and get his body and mental health prepared for the sports festival, he was selling spoons. But not just any spoons. Explosive purple spoons. And I know what they did. They were purple. And they exploded. On impact. They were some real cool spoons, guys. And during one time, someone tried to steal all of his spoons. So he went Mega Mewtwo Y. And he beat the crap out of the dude with all of his spoons. Like, you dare try and fight me, the creator of Spoonama? I will knock you down, dude. I will beat you up. I will mess you up, dude. And he keeps beating the dude up. Like, don't mess with me. I have all the spoons. Don't challenge the spoon. As he shows him a business card, it just says the spoon as he walks away. And the dude is kind of confused, like, I thought he would have been, like, calling the police by now. As he pulls out the gun and is like, hey, moron! As Deku is like, looking in a mirror, dude. The dude is like, wait, what? As he shoots at Deku, and Deku just folds the bullet in half with his psychic abilities, just like, don't even try me right now, dude. As he's still in Mega Mewtwo Y. And throughout the break, he was selling his spoons, and he finds out a new form of spoon. With his full power, he makes a black opal spoon. One of the strongest crystals on Earth. Black opal. And it's a spoon, of course. So, you can imagine, when he brings this to the sports festival, everyone is freaking out because they realize Deku has a new spoon and a new form. We're kind of screwed. You see Todoroki, Bakugo, everyone in that stadium. I don't know if they can even compare to this absolute spoonage on display. And when Deku is announced to present the pledge at the sports festival, he just plays an ad of his spoons. It's literally just a gallery of his spoons. Like, first, you see, we have this spoon. It is purple. It is roughly $1,000, and it's explosive. And it's a spoon. That's the main part. And everyone starts clapping like, yeah, Spoonama! And Deku's like, I love democracy. As he walks away, and Bakugo does not know what's happening. Like, what happened to the kid I used to know? He became a lot weirder. But he's rich now, so. As he walks away. And Midnight announces the first event. And she's like, ready, set, go. And Deku, with his spoon, is literally just folding everybody. He's hitting people like, get out of my way. Spoon him a president. As he's hitting everyone. And he hits Todoroki on the head, knocking him out. And Deku's like, spoon him up. Get out of the way. As he bulldozes through the crowd. And eventually gets through the door. He's like, okay, that wasn't that hard. As he sees a 0-pointer about to slap him. And his spoon just slices straight through the dude's fingers. And he is so and the robot had visible confusion on his face. Like, the black spoon did that? As the robot with its sensor sees black spoon telekinetic. As he's like, the oh crap meter has shot through the roof. As he sees Deku using the power of the sun to harness this spoon's power. as he launches it at the robot. The robot is like, I give up in his head. And the robot, he gets a spoon through the heart, and this spoon also nearly causes an earthquake when it hits the ground. That's the power of spoon we're dealing with, ladies and gentlemen. And Deku is like, ever since I started my spoon industry, I've tried to have one thing: money and more spoons across the world. Now I'm one rich boy with very, very strong spoons. I think my goal here is done. As he flies over to the exit, skipping all the obstacles. I just said Todoroki. Todoroki wakes up in last place. No, not last place, like 68th. Because a lot of people were actually knocked out by Deku's rummaging. And that's when, eventually, after 20 more minutes, somebody passes into second place, Bakugo. And everyone starts clapping. But they're not clapping at Bakugo. They are clapping at Deku selling his new spoon. It's like, for only 3 million yen, you can get the Black Opal Explosive Spoon. High in quality, freshly made, with my telekinetic powers. As he's showing this off, Deku is like, it's all coming together. As he walks away, and immediately he goes over to his stand, and everyone's lining up, giving him all the money. Bakugo's just seeing him rack up these fat stacks of cash, and Bakugo walks over to Deku, is like, "Hey Deku, can I have some cash?" Deku looks at him like, "Oh, now you want to be in the Spoon Enterprise. I see you, Bakugo. I see you." As he's like, "Vlad, show this man to the door." As one of his spoons with spoon arms and spoon legs points to the door like, "Out, buddy." And Bakugo was like, "Intimidation." And Deku and his spoon army eventually come out for the cavalry battle. And Deku's team is himself and 3 spoon people. Yeah, he has spoons that can now carry him. So he has 3 black opal spoons with human features, by the way. And he made them all have super strong powers like Dark Shadow, No, Dark Spoon. Bakugo's explosions? Spoonosions. Todoroki's half hot, half cold? Half spoon, half other spoon. And as Todoroki, Bakugo, Ida, and Uraraka are on another team, they're trying to compete with Deku's team. They are getting outmatched horrifically. Uraraka, she's getting folded by the spoon powers. Half spoon, half other spoon is destroying Todoroki's quirk. Todoroki is nearly impaled by one of the spoons, because the spoons are that powerful, guys, that they're nearly killing students. Midnight eventually goes over to Deku like, "Don't you think this has gone on long enough?" And Deku's like, "What do you mean?" And Midnight's like, "Well, your spoons are kinda, nearly cheating." And Deku slaps Midnight like, "No, my spoons are viable and it's marketing." As he throws a thumbs up. And Midnight's like, "Whatever." As she rubs her eyes like, when does this thing end? And she sees 1 minute like, "Oh, 1 minute, students!" As everyone starts gunning for Deku and his spoons headbands. And right as they all jump for the headband, one of the spoons rises up to the occasion. Dark Spoon. He whaps them all away. And Dark Spoon is like, I'll save you, Spoon leader. And as he gives a thumbs up to Deku. And everyone starts applauding like, yeah, go Spoon! And everyone is like, Spoon for the win! And one Bakugo's like, give me some support, guys. We need to take him down. And everyone's like, boo! Spoon for life! And everyone is super happy about the Spoon. And Deku goes onto his phone while everyone is celebrating is when he's like, on Twitter, he's like, hashtag Spoon Gang for life, as he posts that. And everyone, he hears just a massive ba-dong as he posts it. He's like, I'm happy to know everyone subscribed to Spoon Channel. And yeah, this what if is an absolute meme, guys. I just want to let you know. This is pure comedy at this point. I'm only trying to make it funny. We're not going for length here, anyone. We're not all about length. We're all about the memes. So Deku so next round, we got Deku versus Shinso. Shinso, when he mind controls Izuku, he says, give up on the Spoonia. And Deku immediately snaps back like, what did you say to me? As he starts destroying Shinso. He doesn't let him get out of the arena, no. He's like, I could never abandon my life. And he's like, Spoon. As he throws Shinso on the ground, does the Wakanda Forever pose, but says, Spoon forever. And yeah, and Shinso is kicked out of bounds. And Shinso is stunned, like, I did not know a man with such loyalty to a literal utensil. And Deku slaps him like, Spoon! And he's like, okay, man. And Todoroki, Glamoroki, is up next. And his quirk, half hot fire, half cold, is immediately put to test when Deku immediately goes out of the gate with his giant blue and red spoon. No, it's red just to make Todoroki mad. He's like, I will defeat you with the power of Endeavor's spoon. And Todoroki's like, where are you pulling these spoons from? And Deku's like, spoon. As he starts hitting Todoroki with the spoon, and Todoroki's getting, like, slapped from side to side. Like, how can you not even defeat your own father? As Todoroki starts using fire and ice. And he eventually overcomes Endeavor's spoon. But that's when Deku's like, you think that's it? The show has only just begun. As he shoots spoon after spoon at Todoroki, cutting him on all sides. And Todoroki's like, how are your spoons so strong? And Deku's like, you want to know the secret? As he whispers into Todoroki's ear, it's all in the spoon. And Todoroki's like, what do you mean by that? And Deku just shows him a poster. It's like, if you believe hard enough in the spoon, great things will happen. And then it just says in all caps, Spoon! And yeah. So on to the finals. Well, no, semifinals. Ida is terrified. Like, please don't do this, Izuku. As right as the match starts, he shoots out tons of metal spoons. Like, my spoons can do anything, man. They can defeat my opponents. They can give me money. They can be spoons. That's their best function. And Deku and his spoons eventually conquer Ida. And Ida is like, I submit to the Spoon Empire, as he falls onto the ground. And Deku realizes, maybe I'm taking this too seriously, as he powers down into his normal spoon form with this almighty spoon. And he's fighting... No bad pictures on this channel, everyone. And Deku and his spoons eventually skid up against Bakugo, and Bakugo is beyond angry, like, I will defeat your spoon empire, Deku. And this is the first time he gets the name Deku, and Bakugo immediately starts firing explosions as soon as the match starts. But Deku off the gate starts using spoon after spoon. The spoons are hitting him. They are crushing him. Deku is yelling, spoon! Every time one hits. And the spoons are going crazy. Deku then hits Bakugo up into the air and then looks at him with a very serious eye and then says, perfect spoon. As 10 black opal spoons appear. And then they all converge into one singular platinum, diamondy, rainbow chromatic spoon. It is called the perfect spoon. And Deku wields it, and he jumps up to Bakugo. And Bakugo is terrified, like, oh god, the perfect spoon. What could this perfect spoon do to me? As he gets hit, he is like, he goes from here, he comes back around the world, he comes back again and again and again, and eventually he falls out of the arena. And Bakugo's like, what happened? And Deku is standing over him like, spoon happened, my man. Spoon happened. And that's where we'll be leaving off on the Sports Festival arc. Next arc, we have the Internships. And I'm going to say this all goes the same, except Deku doesn't go to Gran Torino. He goes to a man who is very supportive. He also has a spoon enterprise. He is his master. Spoon Man 800. It's actually just Patrick Star, guys. It's Patrick Star. That is our hero. And Deku is like, okay, Spoon Master 49, what are we going to do? And Patrick looks at him like, no, this is all you, kid. You got to go out there and sell those spoons. You sell them good. You don't just do it like horrible. You have to do it like, you have to sell them real cool. And that was Deku's training. It was just him selling them spoons, man. He even got prices up. He also got pink and yellow spoons. And the people really liked the pink and yellow spoons. And the explosive spoons. He called them grenade spoons. They were literal grenades with spoons. Deku now got noticed by the government. And the government asked him, do you have a permit to sell these spoons? And Deku shows them his business card, and it just says, in all caps, spoon! And the government's like, well, you got your permit. And they walk away. And that is basically the arc. And for the Stain part, Ida is dead. Because he wasn't selling spoons, guys. If you're not selling spoons, you're an irrelevant character here. Except Bakugo, because we hate Bakugo. We gotta hate on him more. So Bakugo, also, when he's training with Best Genius, he breaks 2 legs. So yeah. He comes back to school the next day after internships with 2 broken legs, and he looks at Deku's like, how did your internships go, Izuku? And Deku looks at him like with bags under his eyes and just says, spoon for life! And that's where I'll be leaving off, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for all the Spoony support for this content. We are going not for length, guys. We are going all the way for Spoon Empire. Thank you guys so much for watching. This video is entirely for the lols, I want to point out. Bye, guys.